Dios, that was one heck of a trip. If it's much further, I think my legs are gonna pop off. Imagine how we felt walking through that thing. And getting lost, as we did. Well, you can relax now. This is the lowest floor of the sealed area. Wait, really? Ah, thank the goddess. If you told me we were only halfway down, I think I'd be floating off to meet her right about now. Really, Father Kevin, you're being a little too humble. I can tell you're extremely well trained for a priest. If you were not, I doubt you could do the job you do. Just like wandering around the countryside? Ah, Kazing, read like a book. A children's book at that. Well, it's no big if you figured it out. We're close to the Von Osley's family anyway. Oh, speaking of my job, that thing the mayor of Ruan had. Ah, the Kronos Rod. In accordance with our pact, it's being kept safely secured using the prescribed methods. We can hand it off to you whenever you wish. Perfect, thanks. So anyway, the thing we discussed earlier, mind showing it to me? It's down here, right? Yes, follow me. Oh, is he here to check out the giant mechanical monster we fought? The one that Cassius, like, swooped right in at the very last second to destroy, even though we did all the hard work? Not salty at all. Well now, would you look at this? I imagine even the church will have difficulty deciding what to do with this, yes? This sort of artifact isn't so much big as it is gargantuan. You mind if I take a closer look? As you like. The queen has given her permission. What if the thing just, like, jumps up and starts, like, attacking Kevin? It's not actually dead. Please, if you understand any of this, share your thoughts. Wait for it. So this is the Ring Guardian that was in the report, huh? It's kinda similar to the archaism excavated in Calvard, but, wish I could have seen it moving. Just give it a sec. It'll start moving soon. And this? Right as his back is turned. This thing's an artifact from the last years of the ancient Zemurian civilization, which makes it at least 1,200 years old. It's clearly the core of the structure, but there's no clear indication as to what it actually does. Analysis of artifacts seems to be impossible with modern tools. They work on the same principle and energy as an orbment, but their internal structure is entirely different from an orbment's. That's what Professor Russell told us. At least. The church refers to these as gifts from the goddess, given too early. And over here is... So just after the black orbment you called the gospel was used, all the giant pillars that were in here were set into the floor? Yes, all 4 pillars set into the floor, like this one. Even 2 months later, we're not even sure what it means, if anything. Okay, so a seal on the aureole, a gospel, was used. And then the device in here spoke of device towers and a second barrier. I think I'm starting to see what kind of system is at work here. System? What system? There's nothing else here. Ah well, call it gut instinct at this point, but I think this was some sort of gate. Gate? Bingo. Call it a gate on the trail that leads to the goddess's treasure. Trails in the sky. And the thing that opens it is a black key called a gospel. If you think about it like that, the aureole being AWOL makes a lot more sense. But where's this trail of yours then? This is the lowest floor. According to the professor, the ruins extend no further. Ah, think a little less literally. It's not a trail you see with your eyes, or normally walk. It could be the septium veins that run through the earth, or maybe it's some route we can't even imagine. But that's where we'll find a clue that will lead us to the aureole. Sneaking shadows. Being on an airship for over half a day is kinda tiring, huh? I know how to stretch our legs, though. Let's go report the completion of our training and duty readiness. Does that mean Annalise is a permanent part of the team now? Because that would be cool. Estelle? Hello? Oh yeah, you're right. We should go say hi to Elman. Hey, are you... Estelle, you've got a case of the nerves, don't you? Yeah, I do. I don't know why either. I didn't feel this way at all before I went to training, but now... Somehow, thinking that I'm really going to be a full bracer now is making me really, really antsy. I get it. You're trembling with excitement, I bet. Excitement? Huh? You've grown way, way stronger over this past month, Estelle. And not just in, like, the whacking stuff with the stick department. You're more knowledgeable, careful, and you make better judgments. And now you're about to start hunting down the mystery creepos who want to doom us all or whatever. And you're gonna bring Joshua back. That is, like, the whole point of the second game, right? Is to bring Joshua back. I bet all that's only just now sinking in for you. Yeah, when you put it that way, that is how I'm feeling. I'm such a dimwit. I'm like a mountain climber who didn't even bother looking up at how big the mountain before her is. Having second thoughts about climbing it? No way. If anything, I'm even more fired up now than I used to be. No matter how big a mountain is, you can only climb it one step at a time anyway. Even if I have to crawl, I'll reach the top no matter what. That's more like it. Okay, are we gonna head over to the guild? Let's go. I see, the both of you have done well. Well then, here's your reward based on your performance during training. We get paid for training? Not that I'll complain, but are you sure? Naturally, it is part of your job after all. It won't be a problem so long as you put your new skills to good use for the guild. Right, I'll do my best. Okay. Ooh. A lot of bonus BP. Current rank is G class, alright. It does seem like you two had quite a fulfilling training period. You even carry yourselves differently. It was. I learned a lot. If I ever get the chance, I'd love to go again. I'm glad to hear it. Speaking of which, Kurt and the others remained at the training grounds, correct? Yeah, Karna and Grant are doing some expert level stuff, I think. They said they won't be back for a while. I think I get what Elnan is poking at, though. The guild's down 3 full, skilled bracers now. They're just on vacation right now. We're gonna be really busy from now on. And on top of that, Cassius is still devoting all his time to the military, right? Oh yeah. If I remember right, he's currently working out of Lyston Fortress. Cassius, Brigadier General Bright, has been welcomed back into the army and is now the head of military command. He's essentially the head of Her Majesty's Royal Army at this point. What? He's the head of the army now? I thought General Morgan had that position. As I understand it, that was the original idea, but Morgan himself proposed giving Cassius full reign. He seems to be entrusting the future of the army to your father, Estelle. The future? Entrusted to Dad? Well, we're doomed then. She has no faith in her father. Well, I can see Cassius being given that much responsibility, you know? That's gonna mean we're down our S-rank hero too, though. I think it's safe to say we'll have plenty of support from the military from now on. However, at the same time, we have new threats to concern ourselves with. Huh? Right, you mean the society. Did they start to do stuff while we were away? No, they've done nothing. Obvious. But that is, admittedly, how they work. What has happened are several strange occurrences over the past month. One example would be the changes in the wild beasts and monsters in the various regions. The monsters have changed? Do you mind defining change, Elnan? I hope it isn't what I think it is. They're probably just stronger and meaner. To start with, heretofore undocumented types of monsters are showing up all across the country. Even the existing monsters have become far more vicious and powerful. Travel has become significantly more dangerous. No one has been able to put forward an explanation as to why this is happening. So every beastie out there is nastier just cuz? Aw man. It's definitely the society's doing. They're trying to turn us all into monster kibble. Calm yourself, Annalise. We still don't have enough evidence to be certain of anything. We do know one thing, though. Things definitely began happening after the Queen's birthday celebrations. That we know for certain. The first reports came in practically the day after. Aw, crap. Don't look so glum. We've actually been formulating a response of sorts. And I'd very much like for the two of you to be a part of it. A response? Ah, you two are here already? I wanted to meet you at the port. Shara! And Agate too. This is a surprise. Welcome back, you two. It's good to see you. You two got back sooner than I thought. I'm really happy to see you too, Shara. No mention of Agate. Oh, never mind. And Agate, hi. It's been a while, huh? Yeah, I think the last time we saw each other was during the Queen's birthday shindig. The old man told me about Joshua, you know. I'd heard you were pretty broken up over it, but you seem back on your feet already, yeah? Yeah, mostly. More to the point though, why are you two together? Good question. I should get a camera. This is like a king penguin. Oh, we remember the king penguin. It was not a fun time. Not a fun time at all. We don't want to see another one. Oh, really? It isn't that rare, you two. Gotta admit, we don't work together that often, Scheherazade. Actually, Scheherazade and Agate are here to begin a special mission. I asked them to come here today for a specific reason. Team up, team up. A mission? Indeed, they will be tasked with investigating the Society of Ouroboros. What? Wait, like chasing down their agents and stuff. Isn't that dangerous? I wish it was that exciting. Investigating might be a little too specific though. We're barely even certain the society exists at this point, you realize, despite what Cassia says. We're gonna be wandering all across Liberl, keeping an eye out for anything resembling a secret society bent on world domination. This is probably not gonna be the most exciting job ever, is the point. Oh, I get it. I guess groping around in the dark is the best we can do right now, huh? So I'm guessing you want us to tag along. Yes, I'd like to assign the two of you to assist Scheherazade and Agate. The plan is to have Shara and Agate investigate different areas separately. I would like for them to have a partner, though, just in case the society really is as dangerous as we think it is. Okay, so one of us helps Shara, and the other helps Agate? Exactly. Are you willing to assist? You bet we are. I was going to go looking for the society on my own anyway, so this is perfect. I want to help too. There's no way I can just sit around when there's suspicious stuff going on. Thank you. I'm glad we have the help. Well then, the one remaining hurdle will be team formation. I'd be fine with either of you, really. We all know each other, basically. You two figure out how it'll work out best. Of course, you have to push the decision onto us. What do you think, Annalise? How should we do this? Well, this might be kinda irresponsible of me, but I think it might be best if you decide to stop. What? You've only been a full bracer for a little while, right? You probably haven't found your style as a bracer yet. So how about using this as a chance to see what kind of bracer you want to be? Annalise. Well, look at you, Annalise. When did you learn to talk like a professional? Leave it to me. Either way, girls got a point. Shara and I are the same rank, but the ways we fight are way different. I barely use arts except for support once in a while. I focus more on cutting things down with my sword. And I emphasize speed, the range of my whip, and orbital arts. You can't really go wrong with either of us, I think. Keep in mind that being a bracer involves much more than just fighting, though. Think hard and choose the partner you think matches you best. Well, then I'll... Alright, I feel like... Because Shara with her whip, she's more mid-range, so... And also, doesn't she have that one skill, that one craft, where, like, she can move people up in the lineup? I feel like that was Shara, right? Am I just making things up here? Although, Estelle and Agate has some pretty funny dialogue in the first game. Wouldn't mind having more of those. Let's go with Shara. I thought so. Well, then we'll work together. I'll be expecting great things from our newest full bracer, mind. I think I made a mistake. So that means I'll go with Agate. I'll do my best, I promise. I'll be counting on you. Anyway, now that that's sorted, the next step is figuring out how we're gonna wander the country looking for shadows. So the second game is just basically going across all of Liberl all over again. Any thoughts, Elnan? Possibly. I would suggest beginning by going to help the regions with the busiest branches. In fact, I just received pleas for aid from the Ruan and Bose branches today. Rather desperate sounding ones at that. That makes sense with both Grant and Karna being away. Annalise, you're familiar with bows, right? Well, duh, I am a bows kid after all. We'll handle the junk at the bows branch then. I've got some business up that way anyhow. That's right, your hometown is Ravenou Village. Need to make a quick trip home? Something like that. We'll head to the Ruan branch then. We made the right choice. I love Ruan. Is that alright with you, Estelle? Of course. Man, I wonder how everyone in Ruan is doing. I'll contact the branches ahead of your arrival. Be careful, everyone. We wanted to wander around Grand Cell some more. You know, see Kevin. Right then, we'll head out ahead of you two. Yo, Estelle. What? There will be times when you gotta put your foot down, be stubborn, and push yourself. But remember, you're a woman too. You can rely on others and admit your weaknesses. What? What the hell? Are you making fun of me because I'm a girl? No, that ain't. Darn it, I'm bad at this. Look. Men are big, dumb oafs who are too friggin' stubborn to ask for help for their own good. 95% of the time. Does that include you? Me? Oh, yes. He admits it. We can appreciate that. Me, your old man, Joshua, we're all like that. Society kinda expects it, you know? We're all stubborn idiots, for better or worse. You can't change that no matter what you do. My point is, there's no reason for you, a woman, to get stuck thinking like that. Don't forget to ask others for help when you need it. Got a lot of friends out there. Make use of them. Agate. I'll remember that, thanks. Pretty insightful of Agate. Pretty sweet of him to cheer her up. Oh, showing your soft side for once, Agate. I'm giving you an A for effort at least. Yeah, hold the presses. I need to get my jaw off the floor. Even Agate can be nice to girls. Sorta. Adios does grant miracles. The heck's that supposed to mean? It's a joke, really. Guess this is goodbye for now, Estelle. Annalise. No, Annalise. We want to keep you. Stay with us, please. Thanks for going with me on my training. Shira asked you to come along with me, right? I've been found out like a pie thief in the night. Shira said having someone who didn't know Joshua too well around would help you sort out your feelings. So yeah, she asked me. I thought so. What the? Don't tell her everything. Hey, what's wrong with being upfront at this point, right? But the real truth is, it wasn't just that. I did want to train myself too. And I really do think I learned a lot by training with you, Estelle. So I've got to say it too. Thank you. Annalise. And, okay, deep breaths. I know you might think I'm weird for saying this, but... Huh? I like to think we're already friends, but well... I'd like it if you and me, Estelle, if we became something more. Best friends? Estelle's just speechless. What? Are you saying what I think you're saying? No, don't try to stop me, Shira. I'm serious. I'm absolutely sure about this. Serious? Oh my. Really? Right here? In public? You've got to be freaking kidding me. I know I'm a couple years older than you, Estelle. But we've totally spent about the same amount of time in the guild. And you know what? Age doesn't matter when it comes to something like this. So what do you think? Well... I mean, I'm really happy, and I think my heart is racing out of my chest, but this is kind of a surprise, to say the least. Besides, there's Joshua, and there's kind of some issues on a couple fronts, or more than a couple, or rather, I don't... Joshua? What does he have to do with this? You can have more than one best friend. And what problems would there be on a couple fronts if we become rivals? Rivals? Yeah, we're about the same age, about equal in skill level. I thought it'd help us both try to reach even higher, but you don't actually like the idea, do you? That's what you meant. Okay. As unpredictable as always, I see. Not quite the punchline I was expecting. Punchline? Well, if that's what you meant. Alright then. I, Estelle Bright, hereby recognize you as my rival, Annalise Elfie. Consider the gauntlet thrown. In your face, even. Sweet. Alright, step 1. A race to see which of us can reach Agate and Shira's level first. Bring it, Sword Brain. I'll leave you eating my bracer point dust. Oh boy. I do believe we are in some amount of peril, my good Mr. Krosner. Seriously, nothing scarier than a couple kids charging straight ahead. This is the final boarding call for the Cecilia, bound for Roulette. All passengers, please embark immediately. Hey, that's our cue. Alright then, see ya. Remember, you find anything, contact us through the guild. We'll do the same. Of course. See you, Annalise, Agate. Stay safe. Yeah, good luck, Estelle. Bye, Annalise. We're gonna miss you. They don't even stay on deck to, like, wave goodbye. That's just rude. But this means we can wander around Granzel, maybe pick up Kevin, yes? Okay then. Should we finish our check-in and wait for the next Ruan-bound flight? Yes, the ship bound for Ruan should be arriving soon. We could also do some shopping here in the capital, though. It's your first time back in a month, after all. No, that's fine. I can get what I need in Ruan. Let's finish checking in. Alright. The tickets should be available in the lobby of the Landing Port Company building. Let's go. Mama, see you later. And you take care while I'm away. Grandpa, I want to ride that airship over there. That's the Queen's airship, sweetie. I mean, I kind of want to ride it too. Good luck with that. If we ride the next airship, when will we arrive at Zeiss, I wonder? Okay. This is my first time riding on an airship alone. What? I'm not nervous. Nope, not me. Oh, she's one of the Academy students, is she not? She kind of looks like the sister of the weapons shop owner in Ruan. This is the airship company's headquarters, right? It's a nice looking building. Oh, you know what? If we go to Ruan, we might see Chloe. Unless she's in Granzel. We don't know, we don't know. So this is the Arce. What a lovely ship. Isn't it though? So pretty. Ticks me off, the Cecilia just left. Next is the Lind. The Lind! Why are you upset? The next arriving airship is... seriously, why are you so upset? Do you just like the Cecilia more than the Lind? Just a bit longer, just a bit longer. Once the new model engine's finished. Is there... We already talked to you, we already talked to you. We should go in here, but let's go explore the rest of Ruan, Granzel. Oh, decide you want to do some shopping in town after all. No, I'm good. Let's go to the waiting area over there and get our tickets. Alright, sure, just ruin all our plans. We did want to go shopping. We wanted to shop for, people for our party. It's fine, it's whatever. Huh? What's... Really, this is why I cannot stand the pompous imperial nobility. And I thought there were limits to how unpleasant a single person could be. Ha, you took the words right from my mouth. Tell me, why does the Republic even care about the engine provision deal? I did not think Liberal's internal politics were your plaything. It's a matter of national, no, international security, of course. It's only been a decade since Erebonia attempted to annex this innocent little country. It is absolutely unacceptable for a half-barbaric nation like yours to lay their hands on such cutting-edge technology. The Republic is a long-standing friend of Liberal. We won't stand back and allow something that will threaten its interests. Long-standing friend? Some friends you are, you didn't send them so much as a soldier in the war. You're just pretending to be allies when it suits you, while standing back and doing nothing when it doesn't. What did you just... It's Mueller! My Lord Ambassador Koenig? May I suggest we leave the matter here? We do not wish to bother the other customers. But Mueller, we. Ambassador Cochrane, may I ask that you back down as well? This is a debate that could be handled just as well through the embassies. Very well. I can't say I like hearing that from a member of the Imperial military. Still, far better than hearing it from that pompous and gluttonous member of the nobility, I suppose. What did you just... Well, gentlemen, if you'll pardon me. That insufferable she-wolf. This is why commoners with no history or tradition are. My lord. Yes. I shall return to the embassy. I trust I can leave the other matter in your hands. As you will, my lord. Well, that was interesting. Hiya. Ah, Estelle, yes? It's been some time since your, help during the festival, I believe. I'm glad you remember. That was one heck of an argument just now, though. Who were those two, and why were they going at each other like a cat and dog? The man was the ambassador of the Erebonian Empire to Liberl, Lord Davil Kranig. The woman would be the ambassador from the Republic of Calvert, Elsa Cochrane. They head up their respective embassies here in the capital. Oh, I see. So those are the great ambassadors, How do a pair of whiny children like those two manage diplomatic negotiations, I wonder? By fighting it out, obviously. Shira. I wish I could disagree, honestly. To say that the Empire and the Republic have always been on bad terms would be an understatement at the best of times. And on top of that, those two are like oil and water on a personal level. Well, no, the fact that they break into an argument every time they meet shows how similar they are in some ways. I guess I can see that. Though, maybe it's because I walked into the middle of the conversation, but I couldn't understand like half of that. Something about engine provision and Liberal's internal politics? Sorry, I guess I shouldn't ask. No, I don't mind. It's not really a secret anyway. The engine in question is actually the latest from your own central factory. Once the design is finalized, sample units are to be provided by your airship company to the Empire and Republic both. But we bumped into Ambassador Cochrane when we came by to finalize the details of the deal. You finalized the details of the deal in the airport? Oh, I get it. Why the big argument about an engine, though? The capabilities of an orbital engine directly determine how powerful the ship in question is. Since such an engine can be installed in a military ship, I can see why they'd argue. Now I get it. It'd be a real mess if that engine let the Imperial Army get all powered up. Well, I mean... Not at all. It's true. Normally, sharing such advanced technology with other countries so freely would be unthinkable, but this is a part of your Queen's plan. Rather than monopolizing a technological edge, she wishes to provide it to other countries to promote multinational peace. At least that's her plan as I understand it. I get it, she did mention something like that a while ago, now that I think about it. It's pretty incredible that the Queen is willing to try something like that. Like, it's not just an ideal, you know? It's something that could really change how people negotiate. Yes, you have reason to be proud of your Queen, I'd say. My apologies, but this conversation has gone on longer than I'd intended. You're here for air tickets, yes? I'll pardon myself here. No, stay. At least tell us where Olivier is, so that we can add him to the party. Please, thank you. Oh yeah, say Mueller, about Olivier. Yes, Estelle. We are on the same wavelength, she and I. Has he gone back to Erebonia already? What, you've not heard? I haven't really had a chance to see him since the Queen's birthday celebrations, actually. I felt kind of bad about that. Oh, don't worry, that halfway... Oh my gosh, Mueller. That halfway is continuing to while away his days here in Liberl. He said he was going to visit Elmo Springs, if I remember right. What town was that in? That was in the industrial town, right? The one where Tita is from? What's it called? Zeiss? Are we going to Zeiss? Okay then. How very like Olivier. Should he ever bother returning to the embassy like a responsible citizen, unlikely as that is, I'll let him know you were asking after him. I'll make sure he at least contacts you before he returns to the Empire. Thanks, Mueller. Or how about you join our party then, since Olivier is not available. Thank you, Sir Knight. Hardly. I should thank you for keeping that lunatic company. If you'll excuse me. Bye, Mueller. We'll miss your humor. and jabs at Olivier. What a serious fellow for a friend of Olivier's. He's obviously an Imperial Army man, but I wonder what his story is. Mueller's the resident military officer for the Erebonian embassy, I think. I've only ever met him a few times myself, like when we were selling out Olivier. He's young, but he's got a strong, manly face. Very handsome. I'd love to share a bottle of wine or three with him sometime. Hey, let's avoid an international incident, okay? Oh, speaking of international disasters, did you meet up with Olivier after I left? I saw him a number of times in the capital. Come to think of it, he did invite me to Elmo Springs at one point, but I had to decline. What? You mean he invited you? Like, invited you? With him, it's impossible to tell. I was too busy with this month to entertain the idea anyway. Normally, I'd have happily abused his wallet for my lodging costs and kept him up all night. Drinking, that is. Does Olivier have that much money? I mean... Oh, Olivier, I think you dodged a bullet, actually. Anyway, let's go get our tickets at the counter. Oh man, screaming and fighting in a place like this, how pathetic. I wish people could be more well-mannered. Don't we all? That was scary. Now I can buy my ticket. Those two just now, they looked really deadly serious. It seems like they had a fairly high rank too. I wonder who they were. Those people just now were so pushy. I mean, it is a sample of the engine going into the high-speed cruiser Arcee, but sheesh. I can understand them getting so worked up, but it's not finished yet. One thing I'd wish for right now is for people asking about the new engine to ask the developers at the central factory, not the airship company. The most we did was just store it temporarily and do a bit of maintenance work on it. Seems like the foreign people don't quite get that though. Welcome. Will you be using our national flights or international flights? 2 tickets bound for Ruan, please. Understood. Oh, pardon me, you are with the Bracer Guild, yes? Are you Estelle and Scheherazade? Yes? I've already received payment from Elnan with the Capital Branch. Here are your tickets. I see, so Elnan did. Very nice, Elnan. Thoughtful as always. Well then, please hand your tickets to the receptionist immediately outside the building. You can check in for your flight there. Alright. We're trying to read the sign. That's fine, it's fine. What can we buy? Special Ruan mayoral election special. 2 candidates, 2 platforms. With the arrest of former Mayor Dalmore, a new mayoral election has come to Ruan. Initially delayed due to the coup d'etat, it has now been officially announced. The 2 nominees are the industrialist Norman and harbor master Portos. Both candidates have solid support bases and distinct platforms, which will Ruan citizens entrust with their future. Stay tuned. Promoting tourism, candidate Norman, owner of the Hotel Blanche and staunch proponent of the tourism industry. The core of his campaign is to invigorate tourism. He believes that tertiary businesses are the future of Ruan. He has many supporters who agree. Promoting the harbor, candidate Portos, caretaker of the harbor block and passionate campaigner for the maintenance of the port facilities. His platform centers around the reinvigoration of the harbor industry. Has the support of the harbor laborers and sailors. Voter opinion and election direction. Currently, public opinion is split. The North City blocks that run on tourism favor candidate Norman, and the Harbor block supports Portos. With such clearly defined positions, this election is shaping up to be very divisive. As both camps possess solid blocks of support, it will be a battle of who can cut the deepest into their opponent's voter base. This scenario seems to favor candidate Norman, but there's plenty of time for a turnabout, and it's sure to be a fierce battle to the end. Society, the increasing threat of monsters. According to reports from the Royal Army, monsters across Liberl have been increasingly ferocious, and previously unseen species are roaming the kingdom. The cause of these changes is currently unknown, but theories range from septium vein fluctuations to planetary alignment, and even solar abnormalities. The Royal Army is investigating, but caution is advised when traveling between regions. New Chief of Staff selected. The new commander of the Royal Army has been announced as Cassius Bright. Promoted to General, Cassius Bright, formerly Colonel Bright, will be replacing General Morgan as Chief of Staff. Hopes are high for the reconstruction and future of the military under the guidance of this new leader. Pact to be signed in Liberal. The signing ceremony of the Non-Aggression Pact will take place in the Liberal Kingdom. A central location was considered initially, but declined for safety reasons. New Model Tactical Ordnance. The wave of change has not only come to the Royal Army, but to ordnance as well. The new model tactical ordnance, as shown, were developed by the Epstein Foundation and are spreading quickly. Improvements include the addition of a new slot, and while incompatible with standard quartz, it has been receiving praise from bracers and others for the new powerful arts it enables. Factories across the nation are already geared up and eager to support the new model. Cool. What on earth? Those two who just came out and glared at me something fierce. These are all the same. Oh, no. Hello and welcome. Will you be flying with us today? If you are, you will need to check in and present your tickets. Once we've checked in, we should wait here for the ship to arrive. Are you ready to go? Yeah. Very well. Please sign these papers then. Sure. Estelle and her companion finished checking in. Thank you, everything is in order. Please wait in the harbor area for the next airship arrival. Okay. Well, shall we find a particularly comfy bench to hurry up and wait on?